We're here at the 2016 NRA Annual Meetings in Louisville, and goodness gracious, Phil Schreier, Special Curators Corners. I love doing these here at the annual meetings with you because you always bring something and someone fun to the table. And look who's back, Ashley Lynn with the Cody Firearms Museum. Welcome back.
Well, thank you for having me.
Welcome back to NRA News. Welcome back to Curators Corner. And tell us a little bit about your new name and promotion you received here at the show.
Well, I actually took over about a year and a half ago as the Associate and Acting Curator. It was kind of my little test run to make sure that I didn't screw everything up, and knock on wood, I'm still here. And I was promoted as the Robert W. Woodruff Curator in, I believe, September of last year.
But in the booth, they said they were calling you now what?
Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. Amy Cody.
Welcome, Amy Cody. Yes. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
All right. So what do you have here for us, Phil and Amy? I mean, and Ashley. Go ahead. Yes. What firearm do we have here?
Well, we actually have a presentation rifle, and it's a Winchester Model 1895. And this was made and presented to Zane Grey, the Western novelist.
Oh, wow. So, Phil, tell us a little bit about Zane Grey.
Well, Zane Grey was, he's predates Louis L'Amour, one of the greatest novelists of the period of time. He was friends with Charles Russell, the painter and artist. In fact, there's a 95, I think, that Grey also owned that Russell sat down with at a campfire on a hunting trip. And he just started playing with it with his penknife in the dark. And in the morning, they looked at it, and he had completely engraved the receiver of the gun. And he had a bear at the front sight that he had carved out in the dark at night. And he said, here, Zane, he says, that gun you can, when you look down the sight, you'll always have meat in your sight.
Oh, and Charlie Russell did that to a lot of his guns.
Oh, yeah, and it's just, and they said he didn't have any ambient light at all, hardly. And these things looked like they took months to do on a bench.
Sat there at a campfire and engraved.
With his pocket knife.
Yeah.
He used to be able to carve a full figure statuette in his pocket, with his hand in his pocket with his pocket knife, and it'd come out and there'd be a little figure of the guy he was talking to.
Now, Phil, if I didn't know you better, I'd say you're making that up, but you're not.
No. It's all out there. In the 95, John, you and I have been doing this long enough. You know this is my favorite rifle in the world.
It's awesome. A fantastic. I mean, John Browning designed the box magazine, you know, the first one that Winchester did, because you're used to the tubular magazine, and it's
right.
It's a great model, and then it's got a great provenance to Western history.
Absolutely. So this, I hate to ask these questions, but this is a very valuable rifle. It's kind of one of a kind.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
So tell us a little bit, about this coming here to the annual meeting, Ashley, with something like this. You're over, where did you say you guys are over in the...
We're over in the Winchester Ammunition and Repeating Arms booth.
Awesome. Good folks. So what is it like logistically when you have to take this and get it here and safeguard it and insure it and do all that stuff?
Well, we have fantastic couriers from the staff, and so they drove it here from Cody, Wyoming. And we,
wow.
Put it on. We have security, and trust me, you don't want to try to break that glass because this horrible alarm noise will come off at you. It did it when we were taking it out.
That's a lot of Red Bull and road coffee.
For sure.
That is amazing. So tell us, how can folks get more information about the Cody Firearms Museum?
Well, they can go to our website at centerofthewest.org.
And how about the National Firearms Museum for the NRA?
Well, the National Firearms Museum is open 7 days a week, 64 days a year, I think. Free parking, free admission. We're in Fairfax, Virginia, off Interstate 66. And if you can't get to us off the interstate, get to us on the internet at nramuseums.com.
And we'll look a little later in this series of Curious Corners. Right behind you, Phil, is the NRA booth, and you have a traveling museum in there that's quite impressive. So we're going to do a couple more segments here with Ashley, and then we're going to let her go and do a couple segments with some of the firearms you brought along as well. So, folks, thanks both of you for what you do, and thanks for being here on Curator's Corner.
Thank you.
John.